Okay, so GPS tracking now is becoming very popular in the golf industry, and measuring your stats and quantifying play, giving you an idea of how you played and where you can practice. Some really great systems on the market. So this is ShotScope. So we're going to start with what's in the box and go through the contents, talk a little bit about what it does, and then conclude everything with the stats and some examples of me playing. So, ShotScope, let's have a look in the box. We've got our instructions. Okay, so this was what makes ShotScope quite unique. This is the wristband. Various buttons on the system here on the band itself. So obviously the power on button. There's some numbered buttons here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's for putting. Definitely puts ShotScope out there being unique because it tracks putting. So if you think about where you would stand, you would pick the ball out of the hole. You then select the button to show effectively the system, tell the system where the hole is. So each time, what's unique about ShotScope as well is that each time you hit the shot, it knows the tag and it knows which club you've hit. So as you're hitting the putts, it knows where you've hit the putts from, and then when you conclude by telling the system where the hole is, it can then work out your putting stats. So there's your wristband, which it's a robust piece of kit here. Sort of a rubber style strap which is reinforced, so you can see that it goes in. It's got double the button, double the sort of the holes there where the clip goes into, and then it's got a reinforcement sort of clasp there which you just sort of push in to hold it in place. It's quite light. I would say that it's quite big, but not something that would certainly put me off having it on my arm. So the tags, these are individuals. They need to go onto each club because they're pre-programmed, preloaded. And a little carry case with that as well. I'm guessing that doubles up as a case to put your wristband in when it's being stored in your bag. Okay, so that's what's in the box. Obviously got your guide. Most of the stuff is online. Okay, so what does ShotScope do? Well, this wristband, you wear that on whichever wrist you prefer. The tags are chipped, so each time you hit a shot, that's communicating to the wristband that this chip, this club, has hit the ball from this GPS tracked location. In putting, which makes it unique, which I really like about ShotScope, is that it will detect when you hit a putt, and then to conclude the hole, you stand by the hole and press the number of putts you've taken. It will then tell the system where the hole is. So we will then be getting very, very good putting data, which I would say lacks in some of the competitors' products. So no need to tag like with the other systems on the market. It will detect the hit. The stats, according to the app, I've had a little play on the app as well, and I will show on this review the app itself and what sort of stats that you get. They have changed some of the terminology on some of the stats. So for an example, if you have it will tell you how many shots it will take you from certain clubs that you take, on average, how many shots it takes you to get the ball in the hole from there. So that's really good. So what looks like on the outset here, just opening the box and going through the initial system, just looking at it and reading about it online. Just in addition, there is an 8.5 hour battery life, so it should be at least 2 rounds of golf as well. It's charged up with its little USB connection here as well, so you just recharge the wristband itself. The wristband is a robust design. One thing I will say about a competitor's product is that I actually lost the GPS device. It was actually sitting on my belt and it fell off. So there is definitely absolutely no chance that's going to fall off your wrist once that's secure, and the fact that it is on your wrist is that you're aware it's there. So a really good system so far from what I see from ShotScope. Take it to the course and see how it performs. Okay, so a quick ShotScope demo. This is the dashboard, and I'm just going to show you how easy it is to correct a shot or add in some shots to your round. So this was a round of golf at Goodwood on the downland course. You can see on the 9th hole it didn't track the shot, so I'm going to quickly add those in. Fairly straightforward. Just click edit. You can see that I've started to, just going to move into hole 9. There we go. So add a tee shot. Nice and simple. Place the club, driver, then add your next shot, and then you can put the finish point of your first shot as the start point of your second. So I can remember this tee shot here. It was dreadful and off to the right. So you can see how simple it is. Just add in the shots, and what you do is just save it, and then it makes the alteration to your stats and your finished score. So nice and simple. Okay, ShotScope. I've now used the device for several rounds. I've used it in tournament play and for some corporate days that I've played in. So I've now had a good opportunity to look at the device and look at, in particular, what you can see behind me here, the Windows-based software as well, which comes sort of behind the main product. So this is where you can really interrogate the data that you get from the golf course, and this gives you the biggest sort of opportunity to go in and do any editing as well. All in all, I like the layout of the dashboard itself on the Windows. This is a great little device, very, very easy to use. I was a bit concerned because of the size of the bracelet, whether I'd actually be able to play with it, but absolutely no problem. I've managed to get 2 rounds of golf in 1 charge as well, which is great. So the tags themselves are very durable. I've not had any issues with the tags at the top of the clubs. I know that the tags now, you can actually, rather than them being pre-programmed, you can now program them individually for different clubs. So they actually have a multi-use now, the tags, rather than just individual, which is really good. I know from conversations with Gavin Deere as well, who works for ShotScope, that the actual wristband itself has more technology in it as well, which they don't fully utilize yet, which will be coming in the future, which is really good and exciting. But all in all, ShotScope is a great device. If you are serious about your game, if you want to see, you know, the truth behind your scores, regarding, you know, whether you're hitting fairways, whether you're hitting greens, how many putts you're holing out, the distance of the putts you're holing out, the performance of your clubs as well, whether it be just the average or what they call their performance averages for the clubs, and then they also have a longest average as well. So it's going to give you everything you need to own and manage your game. So evidence-based learning at its best with ShotScope, which is going to give you everything you need to take away from play, enough evidence to go and practice and target certain areas of your game. A great device, ShotScope, very good, and look forward to using it more in the future. I know that there's some deals on Facebook. I believe that you can purchase one of these devices for about £145 now. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please comment, please like, please share. Everything below if you want to comment. More than happy to discuss this device with you if you're contemplating buying it at the moment.